Good morning, Mr. Sykes. Mr. Sykes, you're charged with cruelty to non-livestock animals. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Holy moly. You're charged with 2 counts of cruelty to animals. You're also charged with felony cruelty to non-livestock animals by killing, by poison, or serious bodily injury.
HSPCA received a call by the defendant's neighbors that he was failing to provide medical care to his dogs. 1 was starving and 2 were dead in the backyard at 5059 Nassau Road, Harris County, Texas. On March 26, 2024, investigator went to the reported address and met with defendant's uncle, who stated he was afraid of the dogs in the backyard. Uncle identified the defendant as his nephew and owner of the dogs, but said the defendant resides at a different address. Investigator observed 1 gray pit bull roam in the backyard aggressively and was emaciated, with a body condition score of 3 out of 9. Observed 1 deceased pit bull inside a wire kennel with no food or water available and a body condition score of 1 out of 9. Defendant refused to surrender the animals to HSPCA to allow for veterinary care and told him to get a warrant. Investigator returned the next day with a warrant and recovered the deceased dog, but defendant had moved 2 live dogs to a different location. Investigator went to defendant's residence and located 2 emaciated dogs, 1 with body condition scale 2 out of 9, and other with condition 3 out of 9 that the investigator had seen the day before. Defendant surrendered the animals. Defendant was cruel to non-livestock animals by failing unreasonably to provide necessary care to 2 dogs and causing death to 1 dog in his custody. HSPCA animal cruelty exams were done, and the 2 emaciated dogs have heartworm disease, internal parasites, fleas, and related anemia.
Mr. Sykes, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. If I drug test you now, what's going to show up? I'm going to send you for a drug test right now. And I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any care, custody, control, possession of any animals. And I'm going to tell you now, if I find that you have any kind of animals, and I'm going to have them go search to see if you have possession of any, I'm going to put you in jail and I'm going to make your bond triple of what the felony is. Do you understand? I'm sending you for a drug test right now. You must come back. If you do not come back, I will issue a warrant. You already know what's going to happen to both your bonds. Do you understand? Take a seat.
Sir, he's going to have his shoes on for a reset.
Mr. Sykes, you know what's expected of you. No more smoking dope. I'm going to test you 35 to 40 days. You test positive for marijuana again, I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds, and you know how high I'm going to raise those bonds. Do you understand? No more animals whatsoever. I'm going to have you first sign a reset with Victoria. Lori, I'm going to test him here in about 35 to 40 days on his return.
Okay.
That's positive for weed again, he goes in.
Okay.
Likewise, I've ordered him no care, custody, control, or possession of any kind of animals whatsoever.
Okay.
And that's it. You must stay in touch with Lori. If she tells me she can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, likewise, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. No more PR bonds, sir. I'll have you sign a reset with Victoria. After that, you'll meet with Rachel, and then after that, you're good to go. Take care of yourself.
October 29th through the 31st.
Mr. Sykes, you have a dog at home. I'm going to have an officer come to your house within the week. If that dog is still there, you will stay with me. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Get rid of the dogs.
He don't have a dog. I inherited that dog when my mom passed a month ago.
He's staying with you. He cannot be there with the dog. He's not allowed to have any dogs, any animals whatsoever. The way that he treats the animals, hell no. No dogs. In your possession, you have 2 dead dogs, one that's clearly emaciated with hookworms, ringworms, heartworms. No.
It really wasn't. I lost my house.
Mr. Sykes,
Yes, sir.
no animals. I'm going to have I'm alerting Bark so that they're going to check up And if he's in any place where there's an animal, he's going to end up in custody. And bonds are going to be totaling somewhere in the neighborhood of around 30-something thousand dollars. So I don't know what to tell you, but if he's living with you, it's not you, it's him. So he knows better.
I also know that he doesn't do anything to the animal.
He's charged with 3 counts of animal cruelty, one of them being a death of 2 dogs.
One of those
That's
dogs
it.
was a baby and
I
the
have,
storm happened.
ma'am,
We couldn't get to that one.
ma'am, I'm not going to argue with this. He's charged, he's been indicted by a grand jury of at least 9 to 12 people who have heard and seen evidence, determined that there was enough probable cause to charge him with such, where he's looking at prison time. So it's not an argument. It's either you get rid of the dogs where you are, or you will end up with me, and that's it.
So
There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
verbal agreements don't mean nothing?
No care, custody, control, or possession of any animals. If you were in a house and there's an animal there, your bond will be revoked. That's it. I'm warning you now. Forewarned is fair warned. That's it. Okay. See you.
All right, Judge, top of page 7.